what's up guys? Welcome back to my channel. So today I'm actually doing an art challenge which I have been wanting to do for a while now. It is called the one line art challenge, or continuous line challenge, where basically you draw something and you don't lift your pen at all until you've finished the illustration. Now going into this challenge, I was actually quite nervous. I have watched a few videos on this and it is actually more difficult than it sounds. So yeah, I wanted to get a feel for all of my inking pens that I had. So here are all of my Copic inking pens. I've also got a Copic, what is it called? Classic, because of the bullet nib. I thought that might be an interesting idea, and yeah, I basically just swatched them all out to try and get a feel for which would be good for this challenge. After I decided, I actually went and did a few little test sketches just in my sketchbook here, and this is basically so I can get the feel for how this challenge is going to be, because going into it I have never done this before, and I have no idea what it's going to be like, and it's kind of terrifying to go into it without sort of practicing, because a lot of the time when I test out something or I try something new, I do practice a little bit before I actually go into the illustration. Especially since with this sketch or drawing today, I'm actually not going to be doing a sketch at all. I'm just going to be going in with the inking pen and basically see what happens. Now this is probably a recipe for disaster, because a lot of the time I prefer to do a sketch beforehand, so you can get proportions and everything right, and you can erase. Especially with this challenge, you won't be able to erase because 1, you can't lift your pen, and 2, it has to be a continuous line, and 3, it's going straight in with permanent pen. But yeah, so that's why today I'm doing a few little test sketches, because I was very nervous to start this out. I have heard that it can be a little bit strenuous on your hand, because you're basically unable to lift the pen, and yeah, I just wanted to sort of test it out. So as you can see, I've done a few little sketches here in my sketchbook. A lot of the time I have accidentally lifted the pen multiple times, just because I'm so used to doing a line, lifting the pen, sort of rearranging my hand a little bit and going back in, and I could not do that. So once I lifted my, see look, I just did it again. Once I lifted my pen out of habit, I was just like, now I have to start again and do another one. So as you can see, I have done a little doodle of a girl. She kind of looks like she has a bit of a goatee though, because I had to connect her mouth to her chin because you can't lift the pen. And then after that I did a cat and a bird without wings because I accidentally lifted the pen too early. And then I did a penguin, a couple dragons, one of them unfinished, and then I did another penguin in the Copic Classic marker with the bullet nib, and I realized that was way too thick, so I went back to my 0.03 marker, pen. After that I did a few Pikachus. The first one, the body was kind of weird, so I drew another one without a body, and then I went in and doodled a couple little keyblades and just some little doodles here. I think there's a bee and a butterfly and that kind of thing. Basically I'm just trying to get into the habit of not lifting my pen and trying to sort of find a way to get things to work and have everything connected together, because with one continuous line you can't really draw things that aren't connected at all. So you have to actually find a way to connect things together and make it look good. So with all of that practicing done, I have decided on my 0.3 marker, why am I saying marker? Multiliner here. It is my Copic Multiliner SP, and I felt like that was the most convenient and easy to use one. I was going to use my brush pen, but that is just way not enough control. So yeah, the fine liner was perfect. And I am finished. Oh my god, that was such a relief to lift the pen at the end and finally complete this illustration. I have to say, it did turn out really nice. I had planned to do a different sort of illustration, however, it was way too complicated. And yeah, so feelings about this. My hand did hurt, but no one told me about how sweaty your hand would get while drawing. I had to actually sort of rearrange the pen in my hand a little bit without lifting the pen because my hand was sort of sweaty and it was sort of like slipping. But yeah, I had a lot of fun doing this illustration and I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you hit like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye everyone!